So before I get started, I was cleaning out things. Look what I saw. Spring sprouts popping up through the growth. All right, so yeah, remember what I was saying. So we had in Chicago, I hope this is centered. We had in Chicago a spell where we're going from freezing. We had our cold spell where it's below freezing in like the single digits, teens, below 0 Fahrenheit for about 2-3 weeks. And then there was a thaw where it warmed up a little to the 30s. No, maybe that'd be like -2 centigrade. And then it got up to 50s and 60s, which I think would be 12 to 15, no, 10 to 13 centigrade. And it brings up one of the lessons I learned, which was don't let enthusiasm, like a lot of pent-up energy from winter, get the best of you. Because it's still outside, it's still going to be cold. The temperatures came back down to normal, where they're in the above and below freezing mark. There was about 5 days, 6 days above freezing. And I figure when the temperatures are at least 2 weeks straight above freezing, then I can get the greenhouse set up, because then the nighttime temperatures, the soil will heat up in the day, that'll heat up inside the raised beds, and that temperature should hold okay for anything planted in the greenhouse. But speaking of which, we've got this here. I'll take the camera off me. I invested in this little mini greenhouse, and I decided I'll take the plunge now. I've got garlic that I started in December. And the cold that we had in my 3-season room, it got below freezing level a little bit, but I had a heater going, got the heater going on them. Those are grasses I started from seed last year. A couple, I think those hot pepper plants, and then those are other garlics. And so what I did today, I started with getting everything into aluminum pans, getting them from the formerly Dollar Bill store. I think these were $1.25, $1.50. Heating pads, they go to about 75 degrees roughly on average. Because what happened with a lot of the plants, I learned the temperature of the soil, you need to mimic the conditions that they would grow indoors, so that the seeds are saying, hey, okay, the soil is the right temperature, it sprouts. And so what I did was I got the heating pads. I've got a thermometer here, so I can experiment and see once this is closed. I've also got a thermometer in the room, and I'll be able to see if the 3 heating pads and having this enclosed, and also having some insulation between the tile and this, will keep out some of the cold from radiating. And then I also put lawn bags underneath the heating pad so that the cold air in here doesn't affect it, and it gets a little bit warmer. Also, if you're doing this yourself, it doesn't matter if you use a paper bag, a newspaper, cardboard, some sort of paper pulp product. It's good insulation and will reflect the heat. And yeah, I've got spinach going and some romaine lettuces. Those are good cold weather or cool weather plants. So I figure if I get them started now, I'll be able to get the grow light on them. And then for now, the sun works. I just want to see if I can get get the soil temperature first, see if I can get these sprouted, and see if the soil temperature helps with the greenery on the garlic. And then, yeah, I'll check the temperature on here and see if here you can see when it's closed, you'll be able to see the temperature I'll be able to see, okay, do the heating pads make a difference on the inside where I won't need a space heater? So, yeah, lesson learned. Don't let your enthusiasm get the better of you. I figure with the cool weather plants, if they get at least, if the soil conditions are right, they'll sprout in a week or two. If, I mean, as you saw with that plant outside, as cold as it is, once you get that solar radiation heating up the soil, that's the cue for the plants and the bulbs and the rhizomes to say, time to sprout. Spring is here. Or at least the temperatures and conditions that are optimal are here. And we'll see. So I figure with these, I'll see how it sprouts, and depending on how they grow, get an early start, and then if it works and get the timing right, I figure by at least mid-April, if last year was any indicator, it's 2/3 of the way through March, February right now. By April, I'll be able to transplant what's here, the garlic and the greens, out to the greenhouse, because that'll be set up, and then we'll be good to go. And if anything, I can probably get away with planting them in the ground too. We'll see. So yeah, that's the scoop. Thanks for checking out.